Hello. I just figured I would actually do some doodling on my mixed media paper that I had bought, that I paint my papers in, or that I did a while ago. And I figured today I would try and draw something, just a doodle, I think, today. But with the intention of making it, a paper that I'm going to make paper beads out of. So I don't, the lighting in here isn't as good, and I am also just holding my cell phone with my left hand. So, yeah, it may look funky, but at least, so I'm actually looking through my viewfinder and actually coloring that way. So what you're seeing is actually what I'm seeing too. Kind of neat, huh? And forgive the noise in the background. I'm in my bedroom and I have my fan in the window because it's like 60 degrees outside, so it's like really nice. And so I figure turn the air conditioning off and use a fan in my window, and I sleep better when it's cold in my room too. So apparently that's how everyone is. So I don't know what this is going to end up being yet, but after I finish coloring this, I'll show you. I'm just using Sharpie markers, and with this tip, you know, the standard felt tip or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I like Sharpie markers. I don't care for the people don't. I don't have the best of eyesight a lot of times, so Sharpie markers are nice and bright for me to see, and I don't know. That's just how I am. So anyway, this color is, I'll just use my teeth quick. This color is like a purple, so like lilac. I don't know if I was trying to put my cap on, but I wasn't getting it. I don't know if these have names of what color they are on them. I don't think they do, but anyway, it's purple. As you can see in the light, it's just a purple. So I have this pack of the Ultimate Collection from Sharpie. I bought this for Inktober, and it's a 45 count. So let's go ahead and pick our next color. And I'm not doing anything specific. I'm gonna stay away from the fine colors, I think, and just stick with these thick colors. I think I'll use this color next. But I'm not gonna show that every time, so I'm just gonna have my I'm trying to have it so I don't, you know, have it roll off. The other reason why I really like Sharpie markers is if I can open it. It's hard to do one-handed. Excuse the noise, I had to use my teeth. Is that you can put the cap on the top. I like that. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do a circle, but it's not, no, I'm not gonna do a circle. I'm gonna do a thicker border. Whoops. Apparently I'm not even going to stick with the same shape of flower. But this is my art, so it can be whatever I want it to look like. Alright, sorry with all the movement. Like I said, I'm just holding this with my hand. And I'm probably not going to draw the whole thing in one video. So this might end up being a couple videos, or I may finish it off camera and just show you what it looks like finished. Well, where would the fun be in that, right? So it's 11:34 at night right now. I probably will not upload this until tomorrow morning, maybe. Kind of excited because my daughter finally finished all of her instructor hours, and she's already had all of her behind the wheel hours done. Like, a lot of her friends, like, they didn't do their actual, like, I think you need like 50 regular hours, then you need like 15 nighttime hours, and then you need six hours with a instructor. And a lot of her friends, like, she was saying that a lot of them, their parents didn't even make them drive the hours. We made her work. We made her work for her hours. Because, you know, I'd rather have her learn to drive before she goes and takes the driving test and stresses out about failing. You know, I'd rather have her go in confident, knowing that she's not going to do do bad, because she's already used to driving, you know. So she's done a lot of interstate driving, which is, in my opinion, the easiest driving. And then she's done in-city driving. She's done parking, parallel park, you know, practicing, and 90-degree backup turn, you know. All that stuff she's practiced. Quite honestly, what's really sad is I don't think I have done a parallel park in, I don't know, 5 years or more. It's been a while. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty rusty at it, but, you know, once you learn a technique, it's like you still remember it. It's like riding a bike. You know how to do it. But anywho's, I'm excited. So we're gonna try calling some of the other cities that are close to here, and see if she can get her driving behind the wheel test done soon, so that way she can actually have a real license. And I guess I don't know if they call it a provisional. I think they call it that. But, you know, basically she can drive, but she's still a minor, you know, under 18. I forget. I don't know if there's any restrictions or not after you get your behind the wheel test done. I'll have to look into that. I don't honestly know. But anywho's, so yeah. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? Oh. Season 17 for Diablo 3 is out. I'm playing an Invoker class Crusader, just because I liked the Crusader last season with Blessed Hammers build. That was always one of my favorite builds, so doing this one is a little bit not as fun because you are using thorns as an ability, and it's like, I don't know. Or, you know, it's like all I have to do is just stand there and things die. Whoops, it rolled down a little. I'm gonna change the look of this pedal a little. It looks stupider now, but mainly because I went too far forward. That's alright though. Art isn't always perfect, and is my thing drying out already? I'm trying to work on the side. I like using the chisel nib ones when I'm coloring in a big area, but since I don't have a chisel, I have to try to color in the sides. But yeah, so anyway, season 17. I'm not really playing it as hardcore as I would like to. I'm just kind of relaxing, allowing my medications to kick in, because I'm ramping, or I've stopped taking Prozac now because it was making me sweaty, and I didn't know that was actually a side effect. I thought that was just my hot flashes, but no, that was a side effect. Let's go with, let's go with this color next. I'm just randomly picking colors. I don't have a specific set idea, or not an idea. I don't have a specific color pattern in mind, and some of these colors might not even go together, but I am making them go together. So this color is like pink, light pink, I guess. I guess I'm doing a flower design. It wasn't in my intent, but whatever, it works. So we're at 11 minutes. I don't really have a, I don't really like how that ended, so I'll go there with it. So, so I bought some Pikachu Pikachu headset, or headbands? Yeah, headband would be the appropriate word I'm looking for me and my mom to wear when we go to Chicago for, I wanted to say Community Day, but no, for the Go Fest, for Pokemon Go Fest. Since we both got tickets to go, well, I got tickets and we're both going. So, sorry, I had to move. This position is not the most comfortable. I'm kind of laying on my stomach and propped up on my elbows, so yeah, not the most comfortable. But anyway, so I figured we could, wear some, I don't know, at least some gear. Maybe something that makes us look like we actually know what we're doing when we go. I'll be honest, I don't know very much about Pokemon of any type. I want to buy that Let's Go Eevee for the Switch, because my kids have a Switch. And I wanted them to play the game part for me, so all I could do was send myself those boxes and get the Meltan boxes, so I can at least get a metal, whatever the evolved version is, like everybody else has one already. I mean, because I think it takes 400 or maybe more than that to evolve the Meltan into the metal something or other, whatever it is. You know what? If you don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. I'm just kind of rambling. I think after I finish this border, I'm going to just be done for now. I will work on this more later, and I'll probably use a my tripod for that, so that way I'm not in a weird position. But yeah, this is turning out pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not doing this as art. This is going to, well, I guess it will be art, but I'm doing this to make paper beads. So this is going to be paper beads. Oh, and this paper, I would say, is, it's not copy paper thin, I mean, but it's not 65, it's not light cardstock. I don't know what weight this is. That the paper pack I have here does not tell me any information on the type of paper that is in this mixed media thing. So I don't know if, maybe this is good for, colored pencils or something, because it's got kind of a I don't know if you can make it out, but it's got a rough texture to it. Not rough as in, whoops. I don't know what my phone is saying. AEA/AF lock. I'm not sure what that means. Well, anyway, just gonna continue because it is still recording. So anyway, I don't know what kind of paper this is. I don't even know if it's bleeding through. It kind of is, but it's not really bleeding through on this side, so whatever. But I'm gonna finish after I do this. I may just keep this as I may just keep this as it, as is too, if I end up liking it or something. I don't know. But my intention was to just triangle it up and make paper beads out of it. But this could be marker paper too, since it's not really bleeding through a whole lot, considering it is a Sharpie marker. There was something I did want to talk about, but I don't remember now. That's the story of my life. Oh, I did talk to my doctor about doing a weight loss surgery. And she didn't shoot me down. She actually said, as soon as we get your mental health in check, then we can talk more about that prospect, or about that subject. So that wasn't a no, or at least I don't think it was. If you're a doctor and you tell someone that, is that basically saying no or what? And nobody in my family is too excited about it. I want to. I have some, I don't know, I would love to lose a little bit of weight, at least needing help doing it, because now that I'm on this, I'm on antidepressants, I notice I want to eat more, and I'm like, I don't want to eat more. So I'm kind of fighting a double-edged sword. It's like, well, I want to keep taking my medicine because I want to not be depressed and sad and all the things that come with depression. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting. So I'm going to be finished after I finish this last little petal. And it's been a 20-minute video. People have been asking me to make longer videos. And it's not that I haven't been ignoring people. Oh, and I do not like doing shout-outs. Mainly because I don't script any of my videos. Keep that in mind. No video of mine is ever scripted. I don't... unless, I'm writing something down to keep myself on track, because I do have ADD, and it is hard for me to stay focused for a long time on things. So, yeah. I don't do shout-outs. It's not that I don't like people watching my videos or respect that people are watching my videos. It's just... I have a very bad memory, and it has nothing to do with you people. It just, this is just me. So anyway, here's what I've got done so far. I think I will end for now, and yeah, all right. You have a great rest of your night or morning or whenever you happen to be watching this, and I'll get back to doing more of this at a later time. Okay, bye. Hello, good evening. Okay, so this will be part 2 of my, I don't know, flower doodle maybe? Or paper beads? Who knows? I don't know what I'm going to call this yet. So, we'll go Oh, and this is light green. A spring green, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't know my colors very well. Aw, that kind of looks like petals now, or like flowers, leaves. Oh, let's go here. Don't really like the way that looks. That's a little better. Let's change this one too a little bit. That's better. Keep in mind, I am just holding this with my hand. I'm not in the other room where I can use my tripod. Just in my room. I may color these in, I may not. I'm getting really tired, so I'll probably color it in. Who knows? I might even just add this to the other video just because I wasn't ready to be finished. Yeah, this paper has some kind of texture to it. I don't know what paper, like I said, this mixed media paper pack that I got from Target, it doesn't say anywhere on the paper pack what kind of paper it is. So just for reference here, I will show you this is the notepad that I got. This first paper here is pretty thick, like you could paint on it, or maybe it's watercolor, but yeah. So this is what it says. It just, you know, perfect for sketching and drawing. That's all it says. Oh, and then it says its dimensions, but doesn't say anything else on here. It just says that. So I don't know what kind of paper this is. So just an FYI, unless you know what kind of paper this is, from if you work there, or if you know this company, Kids Made Modern, and if you know what it is. This one was from, here, I'll show you. So, whoops. There's all this paper here. That was what I was using as painting paper, so there's only 3 of that kind left. Then there's a construction piece of paper, a black one, with some thinner, smooth paper here. And then the paper that I'm using this flower from is from this next paper after the construction paper. So I'm assuming that the construction paper is a divider between the types of paper. So if you know what kind of paper this one is, let me know. But yeah, I think I don't know, I have to keep my voice down if I'm gonna keep going, because I saw my daughter finally went to bed, and although she does sleep like a rock, it still is not very polite of me to talk loud while she's trying to sleep. She did do a lot of ballet this weekend, so she's in a dance company, so her choice. She likes doing it, so that's better. But she likes doing it. She's of course on point now, and she had several shows yesterday with several point dances, and point is what it's called when you think of ballerina, a person in ballet, and you think them walking on shoes on their tippy toes, that's what point is. You don't get to be in point until you're a much older kid. If you're seeing a young kid on point, either A, that teacher doesn't give a crap about the kid, or the kid is a prodigy. And I'm saying kid, like, you don't see it as somebody little, like 6 or something. 6-year-olds will not be working on point. I mean, my daughter didn't start doing point until she was 14, and she's been doing ballet since she was 4, so it's many years. I'm pretty sure you could do it earlier if you like had lots of private tutoring and stuff. No. I don't claim to know very much about being a dance mom. It's not really my thing, I guess. A lot of the dance moms are kind of mean to me. They're kind of snotty because I'm a bigger woman, and most of them are out, a lot of them actually are skinny women who have good jobs working as doctors or whatever. So prejudiced, I guess. Anyway, let's talk about something else. What else is there to talk about? Honestly, I don't know. Well, I did go to the doctor, a psychiatrist, on Thursday this last week, and he said that I have some of the traits for borderline personality disorder due to the traumatic stuff that happened in my childhood or something. I don't know. I found that it is in my best interest to tell them the truth when you're talking to a therapist of any type. If you're actually going to therapy to better yourself like I am, I found that the best thing that you can do for yourself in that situation is to be honest. There's no need to lie. I mean, lying is just going to hinder your treatment, or or recovery, or whatever you want to call it. So he was telling me that DBT, something like that. If you look up DBT therapy, you'll get what it is, because there's like a ton of people on YouTube that talk about it. Anyway, he says I show several signs of that, but he says he's not convinced that that's what my diagnosis is yet. So he took me off Prozac and said, just take the Abilify, or the generic of Abilify, for now. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking 10 milligrams of Abilify. And he goes, and just so you know, one of the side effects for Abilify is shaking, tremors, or something like that. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that. But I don't notice this medicine working yet. But I haven't had any triggers recently. So I don't have any reference yet as to knowing if this medicine works or not. I'm hoping it does, because I want to get back to, I'd like to be normal, or what people would consider normal. For once in my life, that'd be great. That's wonderful. I mean, I am artistic, artistic. Or at least I like to think I am. Sorry, I had to move. My elbows are starting to hurt, so I will actually have to be finished here after this. So I will probably just lump these two videos into one and make it a 30-minute video. Just 'cause. That way it makes the people who want to see my longer videos can see my longer videos. I don't mind watching people draw in real time. Never been a big fan of watching them do it in fast motion. It's like, I watch your channel because you're an artist. I don't want to see it fast. But, you know, I get it. I'm a minority in that one because a lot of people don't want to sit down and watch a 30-minute video, which I get. I totally get that. There are days when I don't even want to watch a 30-minute video. And there are days when I do want to watch a 30-minute video. Oh, is anybody watching that Chernobyl video mini-series on HBO? That actually was really, so far it's been really good. I'm not gonna, I can't, you know what? If you're gonna be spoiled by anything that's going on in that show, you really haven't been doing your history very well. Because it's all real, you know, it's not made up. Well, except that one scientist lady. I don't think they really needed to add a female character like that. But whatever. It's still a pretty good show. I wish they had done more with, like, the actual, you know, what led up to what they were doing. That's what I thought that show was going to be about, was, like, the bureaucracy of them trying to test this reactor, and then, you know, everything just goes horribly wrong. But, you know, it didn't actually go that way. I mean, in the first episode, you're seeing the explosion happen. You know, it happens. I mean, I'm sorry, if you need to be telling me, don't give spoilers. Seriously, this is I remember. Well, I don't remember it happening. I do remember it somewhat, a little bit, because I was 8 when that happened. Just turned 8 barely. Because my birthday's on the April 3rd, and that happened at the end of April. But yeah, anyway, so that's what we got so far, and I'm going to end for now. And if I do any more on this, I will video it and let me know what you think. Okay, all right, you have a great rest of your night or morning or day or whenever you happen to be watching. All right, bye.